Hey, what's up, everyone? Yeah, so after last weekend of boxing, I just wanted to make an evaluation or analysis, of some fights. Those who are most worth talking about. Anyway, yeah. First, we had that Cheeseman versus. I cannot say that name without laughing. Mr. Cheeseman. He fought a guy called James-Metcalf. It was a really great fight, a true war, from start to finish. And Mr. Cheeseman, he prevailed. In the 11th round, he knocked out Metcalf. But both guys really, got in a lot of punches, and it was close till the end. Yeah, when I first saw this guy, Ted Cheeseman, I wasn't very impressed. I thought he was very like one dimensional, just doing the same thing, going to the body all the time, just talking low and so Mr. Cheeseman, yeah, but obviously he has improved now lately, and well, I guess a world title shot isn't that far away down the street, down the lane for him now. Yeah. So this was actually, or hang on just a second. This was sorry, yeah. So this fight I just had to check was for a vacant British super welterweight title. Yep. Alright. So he followed up a really good victory from last year over Sam Eggington with this another really good good victory over an unbeaten opponent. So he does have two losses to Sergio Garcia and Scott Fitzgerald, but it's obvious you learn more from a loss than from a victory, so they say very often. So now he can, I guess, aim for something bigger, but slowly, not too fast, of course. Yeah. So nothing else to say about that, right? No. And then there was Fabio Wardley, the new up and coming heavyweight who fought Eric Molina. Yeah, I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing Molina fight on big cards. That guy is simply, first of all, he was never, worth much. When he was in his prime, he's just a big, strong guy with a good punch, but he's never really a knockout artist. I mean, he could never stop a really good fighter, that's for sure. He has been knocked out in the first round by Chris Arreola when he was, just being, touted as the next, next possible, you star or whatever. He proved that he's nowhere near that. So anyway, Fabio Wardley, he was fighting kind of, a dodgy fight. He didn't throw that much, for most of the fight, and only in the fifth round because he was looking to land that perfect punch, but I think in future he should not do that because here he was first, caught and hurt by Molina with several punches, and then as Molina went charging at him with Wardley against the ropes, then Wardley suddenly connected, he connected with a couple of shots before he connected with the main one. I believe that was a left hook to the chin. Yeah. So that's all it took, to because this guy really has true power, and he's fast. He's rather he moves well, for a big guy, for a heavyweight, 6'5", because he's not too buff, he's not too muscular. That's very good. These guys who are very heavy, very like huge, don't always, very often they don't move so well, and they gas, also. Like Joshua, for instance, he has done that. So anyway, Fabio Wardley knocked out Molina in the 5th round, and hopefully that will be the end of the last we have seen of Molina. He has no business, fighting guys like Wardley. Really, it's just a payday, of course, for him. And, yeah, he can brag that he came close anyway to upsetting Wardley, even though, yeah, that wouldn't have happened. But anyway, yeah, and then the main fight, which was a rematch between Alexander Sasha Povetkin and Dillian Whyte. First of all, I must say that I'm pleased to see that Dillian Whyte, I mean, he still got some, bad manners, I guess, to correct, but he's far from that thuggish guy that had fought Anthony Joshua, whatever that was, 2015, 16, I don't know. So, he was just really a true sportsman in this fight. And when it ended, in the first 2 rounds, he started very fast, Dillian Whyte. He landed a punch that kind of rattled, that he got Povetkin off balance, so, but Povetkin, he's such a tough guy. He's a rock. He's very strong and tough. So yeah, yeah. I mean, he is what he is. Right? He's a warrior. Both guys are, and both guys have, demonstrated once again that they each have the power to finish finish the fight suddenly and quickly. So this time, in round 3, Whyte hurt Povetkin, and you could see it from his face that he was visibly hurt, and this side of his face was kind of red. And then in the 4th round, he went in for a kill, and he once again hurt Povetkin, and he, put him down with a right hand, I think. That's Dillian's main weapon, I guess. So Sasha got up, but of course he was in no condition. He was all over the place. He couldn't stand properly, so that was a good stoppage by the referee. And I have seen some referees, letting the fight continue in that same condition that Povetkin was in, but that would just mean a few seconds more of the fight, because they always get stopped right away, right after that, so there is no point really in letting it go on. What can he do? Score like a miracle punch? That's so far-fetched, the chances are like this, yeah. So, but anyway, Povetkin is 41, he can retire now, knowing that he has fought the best, I mean most of the best, beaten most of the best he fought also, except for Vladimir Klitschko and Anthony Joshua, of course. But those guys were just, simply too big, too strong, too hard punchers, all that. So sorry. Dylan White, he said afterwards that he would fight Deontay Wilder gladly because right now that both Joshua and Fury are in talks of not just one fight but a two-fight deal actually. So it would be waiting for one of them, to finish together. That would be a waste of time, because I don't think they will be busy for this year for sure. The rest, and maybe also the first half. I don't know when the first fight gets made. That's the big question. So as far as I see it, it won't get made probably not until the summer, because they know they are thinking about this COVID stuff, so they're hoping, when the summer comes, like yes, last year it will be easier, situation will be better, and they will be able to have more people there, more spectators, yeah, at the O2 Arena maybe, most likely, or Wembley, yeah, it's the same anyway. So for Wilder, that would be a pretty interesting match, Wilder may be kind of damaged goods now, so I can definitely see Dillian White beating him, knocking him out also. Yeah, but of course, there's always that puncher's chance that Wilder has, so Dillian must be kind of careful still. Yeah, because the power is the last thing to go, the last thing to leave a boxer. Yeah. Alright, so I guess there isn't much else to say. There were some good fights, definitely. The main fight didn't last very long, but it was good while it lasted, anyway. So I knew it, I know, yeah, I picked White to win by a 7th or 8th round knockout, but I knew that fight could last too long, so, just the kind of fighters those two guys are. Too aggressive, too hard hitting, too much of warriors. And Povetkin, I think if he had been younger, yeah, definitely, I could see it lasting longer, but he's 41 and, Alright, so, I don't know when the next prediction video will be. It will not be until the week after Easter, of course. So until then, enjoy yourself. Have a good Easter. And see you around. Bye bye.